Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Carlson has this teed up, ready to get started. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So that a nightmarish start. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's Smith. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Our first carry for the all-pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. Credit the defense there to Quay Walker, getting behind the line of scrimmage before they could rip off any sort of a gain.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Smith. This complete to Lockett. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. This from 44 yards away. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. But that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he returns this to the 22. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, Love. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Matt LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Dancing to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Being chased out left. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. His 8th rushing touchdown, his 12th overall. And the Packers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's out just shy of the 40. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On the give, here's Charbonnet. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Hey, look at this Packers defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First down, Love to pass. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd down, here's Charbonnet. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. That is caught. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 60 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he is going to have a Packers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. Throwing. Love. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. 2nd and 10. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Flushed out right. A short throw to Musgrave. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Love. Steps away. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Steps away to his left. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Love looking to throw it, eluding the pressure right. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Jacobs is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. Love now. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs from 3 yards out. And the Packers are able to widen their advantage. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Carlson's extra point up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Zach Charbonnet, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and just like that, it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Love with it here, third and short yardage. Forced out to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on fourth down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Love now to pass on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. Tyrell Dodson, the one to bring him down. They work now on 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun. Love. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner by the time he looked it in.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Tyrell Dodson in there to get him, and with it, time will expire here in this first half of play. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too...
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. After the interception, here's Smith. It's caught. Lockett. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. This 2nd and 4. Now Gino. Returning right back to Lockett. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now it's Smith. Touchdown! Noah Fant, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
97. Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. That is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Love with a pass caught by Musgrave, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Ready?
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
First down, going to the air with Love. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. To throw now. Here's Love. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, ruling on the field first.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Love. Buying time to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Carlson on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Love. Flush to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Throwing on 1st down. Love dancing to his left. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. On the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And now Love going to change things up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. This will be caught just inside the 10. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Packers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Carlson's extra point up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. This is the tight end Fant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 50, it's Smith. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Geno now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Smith. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Love from the gun. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3 and out.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Steps away to his left. Got Dobbs over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They go with Jacobs. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now Carlson for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Smith. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Smith. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
56 right there.
Smith now to throw. He'll get that to Charbonnet. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Again, Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Back to throw, Smith. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Throwing is Smith. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
95.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he has a Packer first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script.
Here we go. 50, green.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Here's 1st and 10. Smith's going to throw it. Complete to Chenault. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Here's 1st down. Smith. Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Here's Smith. Gets this to Fant. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. This one into the hands of Metcalf. One last throw here for Smith. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Packers, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Seattle.